So,
how do you deal with like earnings and catalyst events like that? Like, how do you maybe
yeah,
not
I
only
mean, again, it's look, you try to predict, but like all the predictions in earnings, and again, I'm not going to pretend to be like an equity analyst who's like on the phone with all the companies all the time. I do occasionally, like depending on how important that position might be to me, but yeah, I mean, you just kind of wait and see, right? And then it's kind of a reaction function. If the trend breaks, or if they, there's seasonality, so you can adjust by that. But my guess is as good as anyone else's. What Amazon's going to report, right? Like, but again, a lot of the trends do confirm. But I'm not trying to. I'm already in that trade, right? Like it's going to be a little bit longer term, so I can hide behind that. If there's a big break and something falls apart, then there's risk management, obviously, as well, to kind of cover that gap. But I'm not I'm not trying to predict earnings, right, for a specific company. It's and this is the importance of having a structured portfolio that you can afford to have something go down, and then it's going to be decently diversified, at least, right?
is there a specific sector that you look for? Like, of course.
No, I mean, I tend to look at anything that has good management companies, but no sector. I'm not sector specific. I've had plays on oil producers, oil service companies, a lot of technology. And mostly because I'm usually in it myself. So like I tend to explore and experiment a lot with like new companies and new things that come out. So alternative technology, right? I rarely ever owned any of the Mag 7s. Like last year, these things ripped. I own nothing. We performed quite well without any of these things. But alternative companies small companies with talent, like I look for liquidity, obviously. So I'm not looking at small, very micro cap, nano cap companies. Anything, at least, small, maybe $1 billion market cap kind of thing and above. But it's more about what they're doing. It's more about the innovation in tech. But yeah, I mean, I'll look at everything. Housing, retail. I'm not sector specific. Like it's more, this is the bottom up approach, really, right? So it starts with rates, trickles all the way down to trends, and then within those trends that I might find in an ETF, I might scrub through and look for some specific companies that I think are on the right track, right? So spend most of my day doing research, really. That's what it is.
That's awesome.